I also am gonna be playing on a PS5 controller. Not really a glam guy, but then occasionally like there's a piece or two that just kind of speak to me. Pretty high stakes. I'll bring them back safe and sound. Promise. All right, now don't break your promises, Brian. Handsome. That's my profession. Oh, dude, the music in this game it's so freaking good. Oh no, no sale. Guys, it's dragons. I love dragons. My journey with Final Fantasy XIV started at E3 2009 when Sony announced the game with an incredible looking trailer. It got my heart pumping and I was beyond excited to see what this new MMORPG from Square Enix could do. And the next day I went out to a local shop, bought an M Audio kind of input mixer that would take in my XLR mics, and we started a podcast. And I was joined by friends, family, and we ended up having this incredible journey together. The story of Final Fantasy XIV for me isn't just the story of the game. It's the story of my experience with the game and the story of the game's redemption and the story of obviously its struggles right out the gate and the story of Yoshi P. I've been with it day and day, step and step, blog post, developer, live letter, and more. And it's all of these things combined that for me, I guess, just speak so much to this community and to the story of these characters that I've also gone on this journey with. There's a duality to Final Fantasy XIV with me. You know, you can almost kind of say of the light and the dark, but I say of both in-game and out of game over the course of this time since 2009 all the way to the time I'm filming this in 2021. I have gotten married. I've had kids. We've had this journey together in terms of content creation. We've gone together and experienced this this incredible thing. So for me, Final Fantasy XIV isn't a game. It isn't a community. It isn't any one thing. It's this last decade. It's this milestone, and the fact that I get to sit down today and catalog it.
You had one job, just the one.
Of course, I'm going to butcher a word or two here, but to be able to experience this game and have these memories preserved here on YouTube, it really means the world that I have that opportunity. So thank you to each and every one of you who have hit that subscribe button, who have been a part of this journey here at Ginger Prime and at Work to Game, as we've just shared our love of Square Enix, of Final Fantasy XIV specifically, and our trust and our hopes and our fears and so much more of our lives that we've had together. So anyway, I wanted to share this message. I wanted to have this as a part of what we're about to experience today. And without further ado, let's do this thing. Let's go ahead and continue on to our journey. So I'm going to be playing this game as a Reaper. I'm going to be playing through the story as a Reaper. Just find a Reaper here. Easy, fast access. I also am going to be playing on a PS5 controller for the first time. I have my Xbox One X over there, but this is actually kind of enjoyable. I probably will plan on putting out a video on this later today. So it says the next ship to sail. It looks like we're going back to the Rising Stones. So let's go ahead and head on that direction with my awesome Reaper glam. I've been using this glam a lot, and typically it's so funny because not really a glam guy, but then occasionally like there's a piece or two that just kind of speak to me. Kind of starts to remind me of when I first arrived in Limsa, interestingly enough.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Maybe.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world.
Pretty high stakes. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise. All right, now don't break your promises, Brian. Oh, I love this song. This is so reminiscent of my 1.0 start on the ship. Oh my gosh, it is. Oh God, it's my 1.0 start.
We shall meet again, and soon.
Man, it's like, can we just have like 20 questions with her? Oh, there's the moon. Oh, that's so nice.
Gratia, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
All right.
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Ah, man, I love Gratia. I love him so much. I'm so glad that he's with us.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Handsome. That's my profession.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Surely. All right. Entry granted.
As your
Mercenary.
I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Keep sticking with me, guys. Keep sticking with me. Bring out the sheath. We have a guy. He's new here. I've never seen him before. He looks kind of creepy. He's got this big scythe. He's running around pretty randomly. Yes. Let's please call the authorities. Who let him in? It was you, Cryo. Oh gosh, no. Am I all here?
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh, ethereal sickness. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with you guys? Oh my. I adore the zone intros. Oh dude, the music in this game it's so freaking good. There you go. I'm learning. Hey, hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I'd like to buy some Amara. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be expert quality. Amara Shakama, what do you need the Amara for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot of late, but I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock trader by trade. With no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. But at the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking for when my next shipment is arriving for this. And that is what they say is that. All of this wears me down. I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Oh, thank you. I pity that I pity that you don't sell fruit, but I enjoy our little chat. It took my mind off the troubles for the moment. Oh no, no sale. I love this accompanying thing. It makes it feel so much. This makes me feel so much more connected to the game. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure, and by applying yours, Endeavor will become a better peddler. Right. I believe this time we sought out Kral's acquaintance, an alchemist by the name of Nahadera. According to Kral's notes, we will find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Perfect. Yes.
You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
I already like this kid.
People of the Great Work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
That's so funny. We're just gonna take a nap in the dirt.
My friends.
Just gonna take a nap.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes they are.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Get him.
See here.
Get him.
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory. Cease your shivering, or so help me.
I remember this spot. I don't know if Chris remembers this spot. I remember this spot. This is where we fought that big old, like NM. Like we were just out here. That isn't him. But this is where we all were battling and teleporting in out of the media tour. And here we are, manned by the Radiant host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Oh, should probably select the window. Head of the tower is Zos.
What?
The tower's trapping her? Oh no. It sucked her in. We're just running into the tower. Oh, that's awful.
I have it on good authority. You've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Hmm?
At your service.
Whoa.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. All is lost.
I think that we gotta call back to Zonde.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation.
Fascinating. We're recruited during that.
Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
Wow. That is wild.
Flashback.
Well, well, who should it be but a young Vahashan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to come collect your report. He also wishes to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. All right, how many want to bet this guy's the satrap?
End of flashback.
Man, that is a nice revelation. That is so wild to have. I love that history there. He is a Mon, and then he was recruited to the Ascians to take the seat of Fandaniel, infused with his memories. He doesn't necessarily feel that he's Fandaniel, but imagine like still having all those memories.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
The dragon. Oh my gosh. Who is it?
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian. But you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Nice.
I am Vritra.
Vritra, there she is.
For years
Or he is.
uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra.
Of the first brood.
Sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Oh, I love this so much. Guys, it's dragons. I love dragons.
Your eye. It was taken.
Oh, wow.
'Tis here, buried within a semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans
Whoa!
of Razatan.
Whoa!
With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel.
Oh! Oh, baby! I knew I liked this kid. All right, I'm betting there's not another more enemies. Oh, it's a troll. Hunting troll. Yes. Squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeaker. Why the authority in charge of Labyrinthos and now and in perpetuity, the same officials who've had us working day and night as of late, the honorable members of the Forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those were the two conditions I was given for the stock and I was instructed to procure. It sounds like they're building an ark, an underground ark. You want to go? You want to go? Yeah.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
What is going on with Kryle? Is Kryle still feeling unwell again? I have never seen her so distracted. Keep an eye on her, but keep moving too. We cannot let our query slip away.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead. Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Wait, what? Oh!
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wish that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play.
What?
That will depend on you.
My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out.
I wonder if that's because we're closer to the life, like, you know, because we saw that with the anti-tower. Anyway.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
All right. Woo! Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates.
All right. That has been amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. I'll see you guys soon.